Guys, I just want to remind you that both me and you, we are dying. Guys, I'm dying, so are you. Really, truly, just tell yourself that remember, death is inevitable. It really is. And I don't mean it like in a way that, oh yeah, there's a chance of you dying. Look, we are gonna die. It's guaranteed. It's the one thing in life we know it's going to happen. Yes, it can be scary, but what's more scary than you dying with these ideas, with these plans that you have, with these goals that you wanted to do X, Y, Z, but you never got to do them, or you want to be dying whilst trying to do the things that you love, the things that you really, truly want to do, the impact you want to make on people's lives. Like, which one would you prefer? To just be in your deathbed with all your plans, with all your ideas, how you wanted to change the world, how you wanted to help X, Y, Z people, but you never go around to do it, how you wanted to travel the world, how you wanted to go to Africa, Asia, Europe, how you wanted to have kids, meet the love of your life, like how you wanted to just embrace and live life. Also, one important thing, how you wanted to get to know Jesus, you wanted to get to know God, you wanted to give your life up for Jesus Christ, but you never go around it. Why? Because you're busy. And then you ask yourself, what are you busy with? Like, what's distracting you really, truly? If you die today, God forbid, then you'll be there like, crap, I had so many ideas. I was gonna do X, Y, Z. Why have I not done that? Look, the point I'm trying to make is not that you should go ahead and make everything happen that you wanted to do in one day, because that's not how it works. But really, truly, I want to encourage you, I want to remind you that me and you, we're both dying. You might as well just give a shot at the things you really, truly like. That girl you've been wanting to ask her out, that guy you wanted to talk to him, you might as well do it now. You can wait tomorrow, but then that's never guaranteed, is it? That one project that you've been putting to the side, that Shopify idea, that business plan that you had, that job role that you've been wanting to apply for. Man, the list is endless. The point is, we have a lot of things that we both wanted to do. Look, if we and me gonna die, you might as well give a shot at the things that you truly wanted to try, wanted to do. Yes, it is so easy to say to ourselves, yes, I'll do it, I'm not ready. If you don't feel ready, or if you're not sure if that's what you wanna do, this is when you need to get that time and pray, meditate, journal, spend time alone, reflecting, thinking about things that you truly wanna do. If you're in doubt, you're not really sure, pray and pray and pray for clarity, for wisdom, for knowledge, to just pray so that you can understand what is it that God has planned for you. Because your plans and God's plans, two different things. You may be planning a lot of the things, but God will show you the plan He has for you. I know it sounds silly though, to think about like some of the plans that we have doesn't work out and then we get upset. And then in the end, I'm sure that a lot of people can relate to that. In the end, you look back and you're like, oh wow, I'm so glad, I didn't go that way. Because I really wanted to go this way, just to find out that's not the way. And now that I'm going this way, I feel much happier. There's no friction. A lot of things in life, really truly, we think our plan is always the case, God's plans is whatever, but we have to understand that it is a brilliant thing to have a plan and to want to work through that. And whilst you're working and you're praying and you're asking God for more guidance, God will guide you in the right places. You will do some BS here and there, but that's the whole point. You have to go through this road for you to realize, shit, there's no way through that road. Let me take the other road that my heart been singing, but I've ignored it because everyone else have taken that road. But sometimes you gotta understand that your path is different. You know, and a lot of people get to, for example, wealth through XYZ, you know, for that way, but that doesn't mean that's what you should do. And I know we're in an age where everyone wants to be a businessman, you know, everyone wants to own businesses, but the reality is not everybody will own businesses. Some people are actually really happy on a 9 to 5 job, Monday to Friday, and they don't care about owning businesses or having this life. I mean, society will just come and slap you left, right, center and say that, well, for you to be happy, you need to have this mansion, you need to have XYZ kids, you need to have a car. Look, all this stuff are really good, but if your soul is not tied to God, man, you will feel empty. You will just feel empty. That's it. You will feel like, I've achieved so much and I still feel like crap. So you might as well, whilst you're working towards getting this business up and running, you might as well spend some time to reconnect or to connect with God, to connect your soul, your spirit, to understand who you are, to really truly make sure you're spending time to be as present as you can in this world. Like, it is really important to do that. Like, I can't stress this out enough, because it is so easy for you to be in this present moment right now, watching this video, and you are somewhere else. Your head is somewhere. I mean, people are just always trying to multitask, or people haven't got the attention span that is required to even watch a 10 minutes video, let alone a 20 minutes video. So we are constantly knowing the place where our body is. Our body might be sitting in the living room. Our mind will be watching something on TikTok that will take you to some different country. Like, it is crazy. But here's a catch. No one said you can't watch TikTok, you can't be watching videos, you can't do nothing. No, I don't think anyone says that. I don't say that. I do use social media. My point is, when we do use social media, or when we do things, we take ourselves like from a position where watching social media, doing this, doing that, is like where we on 24/7. What I'm trying to say is, you can spend some time, a little bit of distraction, social media, whatever the case may be, but just how you're spending time disconnecting from yourself, make sure you're spending more time connecting with yourselves. Because sometimes we do feel stressed. Some people smoke, some people drink, some people do whatever the heck they need to do to distress themselves, and some people use social media as a way to just distress, relax, to just switch off a little bit, and that's okay. But if you're spending time to switch off, and then you're spending time to work, spend time to go do the things you do in life, you should definitely spend some time to reconnect. Because if you disconnect yourself so much from who you are, you will end up just looking for that disconnection. You'll be looking just outside to do things. You're gonna be just always trying to do things out there, but you're not really doing nothing in the inside. So yeah, it is tough. We are dying, and I think we do look at things slightly different. Everyone does that, but I think we do overcomplicate things a little bit. Things are simple. They're actually simpler than what we are. And I know we're in an age where everybody is just a little bit confused and lost, because we're not used to have that much information. We're not used to have this abundance of things around you. Everything is on a, in a click. You can get pretty much anything. And that can overwhelm us sometimes, even though we try not to think too much about it. But the reality is, you can see with people and friends and family that we are pretty much disconnecting from ourselves more and more. It is sad, but it doesn't have to be this way. Look, you're dying, I'm dying. You have plans, you have ideas, you got things you want to do. You said you want to do so many different things. This is a reminder for you. I'm just here to encourage you to do it. I know you want to quit your job because you want to pursue something that really your heart sinks to it, but the money that they pay on that job is not as great. Yeah, and then you think to yourself, should I really give up? Or can I do both? Or should I quit my job so I can pursue this? I guess my reminder for you today is that not everything's about money. I know it's very simple for me to say that because I don't know your circumstances, but really, truly, you should really try to do what makes you happy. Because even though that area, that job sector doesn't pay as much, but as long as your soul is happy doing what it is that you're doing, then do it. I know nurses and doctors, maybe, they don't get paid a lot, but some nurses, they just love what they do. They love helping people. It makes them happy. They work so many hours. And then someone in tech industry, they do like 4 hours and they get like double the payment. They make so much more money than they do. But now people are gonna complain, well, yeah, exactly. Look, man, do what makes you happy. Really do. The idea of you becoming a life coach, a fitness coach, you wanna you wanna help people lose weight, you wanna help people and gain weight or whatever the case might be. You know that business idea you had, you said you wanna do it, but you still just like waiting for the right signal, the right sign, sorry. You're waiting for the right moment. God, that moment is right here. This is the moment. Not next week, not tomorrow, it's either today or you're gonna keep on going to this idea of, oh yeah, I'll start next week. I'll do this and put on hold. They can always do one small thing about it. We are really good at making excuses and that we forget that we're not here forever. At least not our body. We're not here forever. The flesh will stay. So, here's my encouragement for you today, man. Just do it. Remember, you're dying. You might as well just start taking the leaps, taking the difficult situation you're in, take the risk, really truly fight for the things you want to do. I know people are going to say it's much easier for you to say that than it's done. Man, come on, man, this is life. Nothing is easy. Nothing. Like even the disciples, they suffered, even though they were with Jesus. They still went through trial and turbulence. So who do you think you are not to go through that just because you've been praying? Man, it's two different things, man. You gotta go through it. Shit's gonna happen. You gotta be able to get up and keep on moving. Otherwise, you're gonna be down there forever. So don't give up, man. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your friends, on your spouse. Do not give up on people. Really, truly do your best to help them in whatever possible way you can. But this is my encouragement for you, man. I have so many goals myself too. I have so many things I want to do right now. Then I start realizing, why not just give it a try? Why not? Like, what really is stopping you from getting or doing the things you want to be doing? The excuses or the circumstances will always be different, but there's always one thing you can do to just better the situation one day at a time until you are in a much better position. If you're someone who's broke, hasn't got money, or you can't quit your job because of mortgage, and a lot of things in life which is a real facts. Sometimes we have those circumstances, but it's all about really truly looking at the bigger picture and say, this is where I am. What's one thing I can do that could possibly help me get out of this situation in the next couple of months, years, however long it takes? Because sometimes you just have to get started because things start becoming more clear as you get them done. One step, and then you'll be able to say what's next step is, Sometimes we don't start because we can't see things clearly. But as soon as you give one step, you can see the next step. I was like, oh wow, the next step is right there. I didn't know that because we were trying to see the final destination before we could even start. Like we just assume like if I can see the end, like the finish line, then I can see where I'm going. Sometimes it's not that clear. Sometimes it's just not that clear, and you have to be okay with that. But what's the first step you need to take. Just take that. and then you'll see what's the next step. One step at a time, man. One day at a time. Just remember, we're dying. You might as well really do the things you want to do. Give it a try. Give it a go. And do you realize, oh, this is actually not what I wanted to do. I thought this is what I wanted. Turns out this is not it. I don't feel like that. My heart doesn't sing to it. My heart doesn't tell me that. Your gut will tell you a lot of things, man. Listen to it, man. Listen to that, because it's important. Just remember, we're dying. So you might as well just do the things you want to do. You might as well give it a try. At least, if you die while trying, you were trying though. You know, at least you were trying. But I'll leave you guys to it. I hope that was clear. Really, truly, all I want you to do is say, okay, what's the one thing I can do right now to get me there? You know, if you're gonna run a marathon, you're not gonna give it one step and then boom, you're finished. You're at the end of the line. That's not how it works, man. You're gonna have to go one step at a time. One step, then the next one. You can't be jumping. You have to do one step at a time. One step at a time. It takes time, but it is possible. You will get to the end of the line, and then you realize actually that's not the end line because there's so much more you can do. It's a beautiful thing, man. Life is beautiful. You might just enjoy it now. Anyways, guys, 60 minutes talking. I will speak to you guys later. Take care of yourself. Remember, be kind. There's no point beating yourself up. There's no point blaming people, because there's no point. It's just pointless. What you can do is take action. If you don't know what to do, pray. Spend time with yourself. Meditate. Journal. Go on a walk alone. Let's spend some time with yourself. Trust me. If it really is difficult, then start talking to people. Tell them how you feel. Everything. Just let it out. Yeah, life is unfair. We all say that. But at least we have a life to live. We might just try our best to live the best life we can. At least we have life though. Some people are gone. I know we will be gone too, but once you have this life, you might as well just enjoy it. You feel me? Anyways. Right. I'll leave you guys to it, and I'll go and get some food because I'm hungry. Alright, take care. Bye. Ciao. Peace.